Hello students, good morning. Welcome again in your science class. So student, in the last classes we start our chapter number 5, sorting material into groups. So student, we studied about these properties of material: roughness, luster, hardness, transparency, state. Now we learn about other properties of material. These are solubility, flotation, attraction toward magnet, conduction of heat, conduction of electricity. So students, we start with the solubility. Student, what is solubility? So student, in the last video we studied about a state of material have three types. So now we learn about a solubility of solid, liquid and gas. So student, what is solubility? So student, the property of a material to dissolve in a liquid. Which property dissolve in a liquid? These are called solubility. So student, now we learn about solid, liquid and gases solubility. So students, question is that does water dissolve anything? So answer is that different materials have a different solubility in water. Based on a solubility, material can be soluble, insoluble, miscible and immiscible. So student, let's learn about that. Now we discussed about solubility of solid. Students, with substance that dissolve in water, these are called soluble substance. Whereas this with substance that doesn't dissolve in water, these are called insoluble substance. Student, here we have an example. We have a salt. If we salt add in as water, we get salt solution. Then salt is a soluble substance. We have another example of here. If we sugar add in a water, we have a sugar solution. Here we have a sugar solution. Students, this sugar is a soluble substance. Another example is here, that is a chalk powder. Student, when we add chalk powder in a water, student, chalk powder doesn't dissolve. So chalk powder settle down in the water. So student, chalk powder is an insoluble substance. So student, now we learn about solubility of liquid. Student, liquid which dissolve in another liquid are called miscible liquids. Students, here we example have a lemon. If a glass of water, when we add a lemon, these lemon dissolve in a water, it's then get a lemon water. Students, lemon is a miscible in water. Student, now we other example we have a when we vinegar we add in a water, vinegar get dissolved in the water. Student, here is a dissolved vinegar in a water. So vinegar is also miscible in water. Here we another example. When we add alcohol in water, we get a alcohol soluble. So student, miscible alcohol is also miscible in water. So student, now which liquid which doesn't mix in another liquid are form a separate layer. Which liquid doesn't mix and they make a separate layer of from the liquid. Thus from are non-miscible and immiscible liquids. Students, here we have a example of immiscible liquid. Have a water beaker. This is a water beaker. In this water beaker, when we add oil made a separate layer from the water. Students, we have another example of his here. That is, in this beaker we add a kerosene. This kerosene also made a separate layer from the water. Student, we learn about solubility of solid and liquid. Now we learn about solubility of gas. Student, some gases are dissolved in a water like carbon dioxide and oxygen. Student, ocean water and sea water, leaves, animals and plants have oxygen. So because oxygen is dissolved in a water. And another example, we have a carbon dioxide. We have some soft drinks like Coca-Cola, Pepsi and all. They have a bubbles. These bubbles of carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide dissolve in this soft drinks. Students, some other gases don't dissolve in a water like helium, nitrogen, carbon monoxide and etc. Now we learn about flotation. Student, what is flotation and what concept is float or sink? Student, here we have some objects like stone, wood, coin, key and ball. Student, when we put in the water, what's happened? So let's see. Student, here we have a water. When we put in the water, these objects, some are float, some are sink. Student, wood and ball are float, and whereas stone, coin and a key, these are sink. Okay students? So student, now we learn about attraction toward magnet. Students, some material get attraction toward magnet. These are magnetic material. We have example iron, nickel, cobalt. Student, other material not get attraction toward magnet. These are non-magnetic material. These are plastic, pen, wood, paper, glass. Okay. So students, if you observe the utensil in your kitchen, you will notice that through most of the utensil made up with a metal. But their handle are made up with a wood and hard plastic. Student, why this handle made up with wood and plastic? Before we having an answer, we have to see this video. So student, that reason is conduction of heat. Student, some material allow heat to flow through them. Student, here all metals are good conductor of heats, and another material not allow to heat pass through them. These are bad conductor. We can call insulator. Student, insulator of heats like wood, plastic, cotton, glass. Okay. Because of student, in this video we can see and observe that if this handle made up with a metal, this is heated, but this handle made up with a wood and plastic, they don't heat it because of these are a bad conductor of heat. Okay. Now we learn final property, conduction of electricity. So student, how we get electricity in our home? Students, we get electricity in our home through cables and wires. An electricity cable consists a number of metal wires and with and without plastic covering. Students, these metal wires conduct electricity, whereas the plastic cover don't conduct electricity. So student, how the electricity conduct? So let's see. So students, how conduction of electricity? So student, let's see. Students, some material allow electricity to pass through them. These are conductor. For example, metal, all metals and salt solution. And students, other side, some material not allowed to electricity to pass through them. These are insulator. Students, for example, wood, plastic, glass, cotton. Okay. So student, with this property we complete this chapter, and student, we in this chapter we learn many properties of material. With these properties of material we can classify any object and any material. Okay, if you have any doubt you can ask me. Thank you students.